Alright, so here we are with one of the Woodsman videos here. Now what we got here, you got your axe, you got your splitting block right there. That's what you use to split kindling. And right here, that is what you call prime kindling. Now you don't use much of that in a fire. You place a little bit of the big stuff below, and then what you do is you put this kindling on top of it. Now you see, this is cedar, right? It's still cedar. That stuff is dry, and you can use that anytime just to light a fire. And keep a little bit of that on hand there. I've probably got about 2.5, 3 days there kindling. Now, I'll pick that up, put it right there on that now there. Nice and neatly. Got a little space for it there. And then see that there? That's your tarp. You put that over top. And then you put this piece over top of it like that. But it's good to know when you're in winter that you actually have enough kindling to start a fire. There's nothing worse than having a big pieces of wood and you're not able to start the wood on fire. Well, that's why the Woodsman, he recommends cedar. And just split it. Some of that's a little big, like this here, right? That's a little big. The right size is that's about right there, right? That there, see the difference? So you could cut that guy down there, right here. You could cut him in half. You know, especially if you don't have too much cedar. And that piece right there, there's almost 3 pieces there, right? But some you can't do that to. You can't split it, and I'll show you why. You see that right there? Well, you can't split through that with an axe, because that's a branch, and that is like trying to split through a rock or something. It's just too tough. So that sort of piece here, you put that in with the big stuff, and it'll burn a lot slower, and that'll give you some heat. Now I'll tell you one thing about cedar, is why that it's so good for your fire is there's resin in it, and that resin is dry. It keeps the wood dry. If you've ever been around cedar, it's an aromatic smell, and that's what makes the cedar burn hot, is that resin, because the wood's dry, and then that resin goes, and then that resin ignites your fire. Well, that's all I have to say today. So this here is the Woodsman. Hope you enjoyed that video.